Senior linebacker Jeff Schoettmer grew up in Texas and had hoped to stay there to play college football. After not receiving any scholarship offers from the big Texas football programs, he decided to head east and walk on at UNC.
I'm so happy I came here. It was the best decision I've ever made in my life, I think. Just the moment I stepped on campus, I just felt, it was a fit for me. The family atmosphere that, Carolina's all about just really grabbed my attention. And, first of all, it's a great academic school, and that was one thing that I was looking for when I was, picking a college. And then also, if football was taken away, I wanted to see myself at a university that I would be happy and okay with if football was not an option. And UNC was definitely a great fit. So I think it's been the best 4 years of my life.
Even though Schoettmer arrived in Chapel Hill without a scholarship, he was confident that he could earn playing time and begin making a difference.
Yeah, I just wanted to, make a name for myself. Coming in as a walk-on, really your goal is, to get on the field and get some playing time. But I had, bigger goals and aspirations than that. I viewed myself as a really good player, and I was, a little ticked off that I didn't get a scholarship offer to some places, and I just used that as motivation for my journey and my time here. But definitely it's been a great experience.
The game against Miami was Schoettmer's last time playing in Kenan Stadium. Senior reflection will have to wait while this year's team continues its pursuit of an ACC championship.
I'm definitely going to miss, playing in front of our home fans at this beautiful stadium. But at the end, it's, we're looking forward to accomplishing more goals this season. So that's really what my focus is on right now. And I don't think it's really hit me yet, and I don't think it will until probably next year when, I won't be able to play again on this field. But I've enjoyed, my 4 years here, and, getting to play 7 games and win all 7 home games your senior year is pretty special, and not many people can say they did that.
In the second quarter of the Miami game, Schoettmer picked off a pass and began making his way down the field.
I mean, it was empty set, and, I made a good break on the undercut route, and, the first thought was, just go score. I saw a bunch of open grass and, the end zone right in front of me. So I just, I was running, and, I kind of felt some guys chasing me, so I was, kind of weaving in and out and trying to make some guys miss. Ultimately, at the end, you just, possess the ball, get the ball back to the offense, and let them do what they do best. And, the next play, Marquise scored a touchdown, so I was pretty happy about it.
Until this year, the UNC defense had trouble stopping any opponent's offense. But last spring, everything changed. Larry Fedor brought in Gene Chizik to change the defensive culture and scheme.
I knew that we were going to be a good defense, from spring ball. When they first got here, just the way they coached us and the way we meshed with them, and I thought there was a great connection between our current players and the new coaches. So right away we clicked, and we've been working our butt off for 8-9 months now, and all the hard work that we put in is paying off, and we're a little disappointed in the second half performances the past 2 weeks, but overall we're pretty happy with how we played this year, but we can only continue to get better.
Now one of the leaders on the team, Schoettmer learned his leadership skills from 2 Tar Heel fan favorites.
Kevin Reddick and Jonathan Cooper. My freshman year, those were the 2 senior leaders on the team, and just watching them on a day-to-day basis, and especially Kevin, because he was in the linebacker room with me, and just seeing how he went about his business and how he treated the rest of the guys on the team, and just provided that leadership to the younger guys on a daily basis. I just learned a lot from him and picked up on the things that I could do to help this team, and even just watching Marquise and Landon and Shaq and those guys, my peers, just picking up on things that they do. So I think leadership has been a huge reason and part in our success this year. So we just got to keep going with it.
After this season, Schoettmer has plans to stop playing on Saturdays and start playing on Sundays.
That's the first goal. Definitely like to work in the front office for an NFL franchise. That's my dream goal.